Hello everybody and welcome back to another brand new episode of Taste Test right here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus. My name is Sean, and every Wednesday and Saturday I try the weird, the wonderful, and the limited edition for your enjoyment. Hopefully you do enjoy. If you'd like to see more, subscribe, ring the bell. You just scroll down a little bit, hit those two buttons. If you have a suggestion of something you'd like to see on the channel, let me know what it is, where to find it. You might see it on a future episode of Taste Test. Today, we have a couple of interesting items. Items that I thought I'd actually been looking for slightly longer than I actually have been looking for them. And they are Chocolatey Chip Pancake Pop-Tarts and what I think got a name change and a can color change, Carnitas Tacos. I was really excited about these. They were initially, when I saw them, they were listed under street tacos and the can was orange. Here's a little thing. This will also give you one of the accounts that I follow. But look at the difference between those. Like orange, pink. Which fine, like whatever. But I've been looking for these since September of last year. September 15th was when the original post went up for the Pringles, and then September, I think it was 6th, September 6th. For the Pop-Tarts. These are two of the items that are actually the most frustrating to try and come by, Pringles and Pop-Tarts. They are frustrating for two reasons. One, they are inconsistent on where you are able to find them. Specifically the Pringles, they can sometimes be retailer exclusive. Sometimes it seems like it's like a one and done run that never even makes it this far west or whatever it is. And two, it's more frustrating because they're brands that I actually want to try. There's a lot of stuff that I see that I kind of look at and I go, it'd be kind of interesting, but if I miss it, it's not that big of a deal. There are some brands like Lay's that are a little more frustrating with some of their releases, specifically because they're like, we're only releasing these specialty chips in one region of the country. And it's like, why? Why are you doing that? And why am I doing this to signal the middle of America? Okay, that's it. Okay, it's that Minnesota to Baton Rouge. I'm just highlighting him. Okay, Friar hat to the boot. All right. Anyway, we're going to try these today. I'm excited to try them. Hopefully you're excited to watch me try them or maybe try them yourself. Interestingly enough, the Pop-Tarts here, which this was the only size I could find, just says new on the box. Doesn't say anything about like limited edition or special release or anything. And then the Pringles, unless you really knew that they were new, you would just kind of assume that it's just a flavor that you like hadn't seen. You know what I mean? Which I guess would indicate some kind of newness, but it doesn't scream like, hey, check out this like new specialty thing. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm misremembering some of the other ones, but yeah, do we try breakfast? Do we try snacks? Let's go with breakfast real quick. Do these Pop-Tarts, Chocolatey Chip Pancake Pop-Tarts. Again, oh God, why? Pringles. Come on. Again, this was the only size box I could find. They smell a lot like Pop-Tarts. I'm getting a lot of the base of the Pop-Tart, not a lot of the chocolatey chip or the pancake smell. Have this nice little design there. It is kind of all one color. There isn't a lot of differentiation there. It is pretty solid middle. Oh boy, I forgot how crumbly these were. This was a mistake to open over a keyboard. I guess the consistency, because it doesn't really show, it looks kind of brown sugar cinnamon as far as it looks like more like that solid sort of thing, rather than like a cream thing, which I guess if you're going chocolatey chip pancake makes kind of sense, but the way that they have it shown. Okay, never mind. There's a lot of Pop-Tart flavor here, which isn't great. I think if you're going to go chocolatey chip pancake and you want to use the base of the Pop-Tart as that flavor for the pancake and then go with the chocolatey chip aspect, it has to have way more chocolate. The chocolate's kind of there, but it needs to be more consistent and more like, dang, this is chocolate mixed with this other flavor. Whereas it just tastes a lot like the bread of the Pop-Tart, and then there's chocolate that intermixes every once in a while, but it very quickly gets muted as you work through the bite. These are pretty disappointing, if I'm being honest. I don't really need to have another bite of it. I also think that the middle part is a little too pancakey as well. Maybe I put it in my own head, but I did get a flavor of the brown sugar cinnamon, but it's more of the base flavor where it should be something else. Chocolate chip pancake, they have a little bit of powdered sugar here on the box. I put syrup on pancakes. I put peanut butter and syrup on pancakes, technically, or waffles. You could do something with a syrup. What if the middle was a syrup, or like a just a chocolatier, like maybe if you're not even going for the texture or the taste of syrup, you could go for like a textural thing to more distinguish it, or maybe it's a little firmer with the chocolate to do the chocolate bits in it, or even like, you know, those Uncrustables, not the Uncrustables, the Smucker's peanut butter and jellies that are mixed. Like, even if it was just strips of like chocolate in the middle, I think that would help it. But it's very plain, and the chocolate isn't nearly there enough. So these are a pass. A little bummed that I could only find a 16 pack, because that means I have 15 and a half of these left. It was back to the old weekend review days where I'm eating half a Pop-Tart and going, now I don't know what to do with these. I take them to work. I go, people eat these. Someone take them away from me. So now that we have our breakfast out of the way, we can have our snack, our lunchtime snack here. And we have Carnitas tacos, which, oddly enough, got these kind of in a weird form at Taco Bell recently. These are actually a great example of what I was trying to talk about in that video, of just like, there's like the bread and the thing. So Carnitas tacos, naturally flavored, but constant, no, that's just a different way to say that. So it's going to be the meat version, which is fine. That's fine. I like chorizo, personally. Okay. All right. They have a decent scent to them. Boy, I smell those, and if I, for whatever reason, had a super weird flashback to those Baconator Pringles, it has that weird artificial meat scent. We had those with the Halo Pringles as well way back when. I'll try to get those out of my brain. Oh god. But yeah, it's okay. Little good kick of flavor there, right there at the back. I was, no. All right. Okay. They're fine. A thumbs up is like way too enthusiastic of a review for these. They're probably like one of these. They're like 75% there. The flavor, the scent is unappetizing. And it's like the third time that we've had that. Like, that artificial meat smell is just so bad. And the taste isn't great. The flavor initially isn't great. But for whatever reason, as I got through to the last little crunch of the last bit of the chip, like, they put some kind of flavoring in to articulate, or to try to articulate some kind of like grill or a seasoning that makes me think of the grilled aspect of it, that like kind of kicked in and was like, hey, a little peppery, maybe that's what I'm looking for. And just kind of like, there you go. It tastes slightly different. It's not quite as bad. That's why, again, it's 75% of like, hey, it's better than we've had, but could probably be better. What I do like, and this probably could have used a kick, I didn't taste any of the lime. What I do like, though, is I like that this is such a simple food to try and emulate. It's like 4 ingredients, 3 if you take away the lime. And that should come through a lot better. It looks like it should be some onion flavor in there, and then you're missing, I missed the lime. I didn't taste any of that myself, but a nice little peppery kick to give it at least a bit of a different flavor right there at the end. But it did take a little bit to get there, so neither of these really worth looking for like 11 months, if I'm being honest, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Or I guess 10 months, 10 and a half months. You do the math down in the comments below for me. And then while you're doing that, you can let me know what you thought of these. If you're going to try one of them, I would try the Pringles. If you can find a smaller box of the Pop-Tarts, like the 4, the 8, whatever, it's weird the way they label them. If you can find a smaller box of that, I think that's a way to go if you would like to give them a shot. I don't think that the 16 is worth it. It's just too big, and I think that a lot of people, I think people would be largely disappointed by those rather than like, oh man, so glad I bought these. So it's not a great system that we have here, but that's how it goes. Anyway, let me know what you thought down in the comments below, what you liked about them, what you didn't like about them. If you're going to try them, if you're not going to try them, you can tell me down there. If you have a suggestion, leave it down there as well. What it is, where to find it. You might see it on a future episode of Taste Test. The best way to see that future episode of Taste Test is to subscribe right over here. Ring the bell as you're scrolling back up. Ring the bell and then subscribe right next to it. Or you can do it right over here. You can watch more episodes of Taste Test as we approach 200 videos in this playlist. And you can watch me get very upset at baseball over there if you'd like. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And as always, bon appetit.